Okay, so it's Sunday afternoon. Got my little field piece tray over there. Got my Robinair backup pump backing up my JB 7 Platinum. So I've got that running. What I did is I did a little bit of maintenance. This unit's gonna go sooner or later, possibly next beginning of next season. Right now, I replaced the capacitor. It was an old General Electric capacitor. It was reading 28 microfarads instead of 40, and 4 microfarads instead of 5. Let me see if I can get a picture. I've got tape in there. Actually, what guys would call scotch, abrasive tape in there. So it's keeping this capacitor from sliding around. In addition, I bent that in there. Got this hard start. Looks like it's seen better days. I don't have one with me. Honestly, I don't know much about the hard start, so if somebody wants to educate me on 2-wire, 3-wire, and all that other stuff. The other issue I had over here was I can't get the Schrader core out. We're down to 165 micron over there. I pumped down this is a Carrier, 3.5 ton. I pumped it down, and it's pumped into the condenser. And I put in a EK filter dryer and a HMI Cyclast moisture indicator. Over here, I did a leak check. Bottle's broken again, so time to get another bottle. As you can see, I've got the Hilmor tool over here, really good tool. I use Jim's trick with the Teflon and the leak lock. I figured, why not? Nitrogen tested everything to about 230 psi. Everything was good. And now I'm vacuuming it out. I'm going to hook up my iConnect in case anybody wants to see. This is how I set mine up. I've got a case off of Amazon. Stephen Rardon showed me it. And what I do is I put everything in its cutout. I got my probes in there. I haven't used those yet today. Got these probes out here. I usually put these back in the bag. And I've got a little these little caps that I put on the tips, and they've got a little tiny hole in them so it doesn't build pressure. It leaves no pressure, no dirt in there, but it still can breathe. It doesn't go into a vacuum or anything. Anyway, this is a pretty nice unit. It's old. It's a cap tube or a piston, I'm not even sure. It's got a lot of the sensors in there. It's got a jacket on the compressor. Checked the terminals, everything was good. Changed 1 or 2 wire connectors on the capacitor. Let me go ahead now and see. Let me valve off the vacuum pump and see what we've got. Well, I've got another issue here also, is that those valves don't hold. They're leaking out of here, out of here. When I pop the caps off, these caps, they you got some refrigerant out of there. It was bubbling, but hey, this is the real world. You got to do what the real world does, and you just got to close that stuff back up with some leak lock, and hopefully it'll last another year. But their valves are not even holding fully. Some refrigerant is going in there, which technically means I'm evacuating minuscule. You know, after about 5-10 minutes of it being shut, I was getting 2 psi in there. So hey, valves don't hold, but what can I do? And guys, hope you're not boring you. Just in case anybody wants to see the setup I've got right now, this is the Vito. I keep some bits in there. I've got my amp probe. Got a bunch of drivers in here. I mean, the bag is kind of empty at the moment. I keep an extra lock on the side. I lock up disconnects if I'm going upstairs for 10-20 minutes. Don't want anybody turning on the disconnect. I'll just throw a lock on there pretty quick. Got my tools all scattered around the yard. I've got my manifold here, just in case I need to borrow a hose from it instead of going back to the truck. But that's all for now. Hopefully I get some video of me turning it on and running some superheat and subcools. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Vacuum is complete, and figured I'd run inside, turn on the thermostat. Of course I put on fresh gloves. Not sure if the fresh gloves have to protect my hands, protect my food, but got a piece of grandma's brownie cake over here, chocolate cake. I think it's got some coffee stuff in here, so maybe it'll keep me going. Good stuff, guys. Anyway, I got my iConnect connected over here. I really want to see how you guys connect your stuff. I'm going to turn it on. I am videoing from my phone, so I cannot do anything other than screenshots and reports. Let's see what happens. Thanks for watching again. Any comments? How to make my job better? How to make me a better HVAC super technician? Let me know. Taking an amp draw on the compressor, running at almost 13 amps. Oh, jumping up. Let me check my pressures on the iManifold. I've got 51 on the low side, 150 something I think it is on the high side, and amps are close to 16. I'm gonna keep an eye on this. I'm gonna check the nameplate. I don't know what this unit always ran. Maybe this is normal, but we'll find out. It's been running around 15 minutes, 10 minutes, and I've got a 2.3 subcool, not subcool, superheat. I got 15, 16 degrees subcooling. Sight glass is, check it out. Sight glass is full. Would have really liked to have been putting it up in the attic and everything. This way I could see if I got a full sight glass at the evaporator, which I have. Temperature outdoors is around 66 degrees roughly, so we're gonna let this thing run a little bit more, see if I can profile it, put in the amperage and everything, and play around. Got some activity in the sight glass, as you can see. It will settle out. Unit just turned on.